So, yeah, I'm really sorry for that. I had a disconnect. I mean, it's not a red thing from my part, but we just joined in or rejoined in when qualifying is over and Felix took on to pole position with the time he set on the first lap. Then now FIFA in P2 sets himself beside him, then only one in third. Face forwards P4, Charlie in P5, Gabriel in P6, Mr. Cooper in P7, the Menace Man in 8, RC Darkbeer in P9, and Kartracer hasn't set a time. So he will start from the back of the grid, and yeah, I mean, it's only P10, but he has a bunch of work to do if he wants to get a good result. But we know Kartracer, and we all know that he can do it. Oh, it's raining! It is raining! Okay, no one told me the weather report or what the weather gonna be. But yeah, it is. It's only light rain, so just intermediates. But we saw from last race at Silverstone how the pace is gonna be under wet conditions. And yeah, we don't have a formation lap, so we go all the way straight forward to the 5 red lights, and there we are, 5 red lights on all the drivers. And it's lights out and away we go, and there it is. Really good start by Felix, followed up by Darth FIFA and Face Forwards, who puts himself into third. Only one hat, didn't really get a good start, and Kartracer already up into P6. Only one tries to regain his position back, which he does. Now Kartracer is a little bit stuck between Ferrari and McLaren, but he gets squeezed out by Menace Man, and now a little bit of late braking, has the inside landing, goes up into P5. So yeah, we see Kartracer gaining up getting a whole bunch of 5 positions, and already up into P5. The Menace Man from started in P8 and now all the way up into P6. But we see Felix now has to build a gap to Darth FIFA and the guys behind, because Kartracer is coming and he seems to be really fast, and he is really fast, especially under wet conditions. And he already passed Face Forwards. He don't make half things. So up into P4 and only 1.5 seconds between Kartracer and only one. So he is flying right now. Obviously it's raining, so we don't have DRS. So it's really it will be interesting to see how the overtakes are gonna work. BS Gabri will go into the pits because of wing damage, I assume. So Kartracer already gained nearly a second on only one. So it's seems like he's driving, I don't know, the Red Bull of Max Verstappen or something. But talking about Red Bull, only one seems like he's struggling quite a lot. Kart Racer is already there, right behind only one, and he doesn't want to get stuck too long behind the Red Bull. Let's watch behind. There's management against face forwards, but he's a bit too far behind to try something. The fight for P5 is on. Felix sets the fastest lap, and Kart Racer has a response at 144.725. Oh, Kart Racer nearly pulling himself into the back of only one, who seems to struggle with the line, with the racing line. And Kart Racer seeming like he's losing quite a bit of time behind only one. Ooh. So different lines through this section. But you can see the pace difference between, and now Kart Racer with losing a bit of time, which puts only one in a pretty safety position, and Kart Racer seeming to be a bit too far behind to get the move done. So yeah, currently it's just these two and a little 3 fight with face forward Mannesman and Charlie. Fight for P5. Mr. Cooper's right behind, but doesn't seem to have quite the pace to keep up with these two, with the 3 in front. But he's catching. Same goes for Darth FIFA, who is always in this 7 or 8/10 window from Felix in front. Oh, a little bit of oversteer for only one at the end of sector 2. And now Kart Racer's right behind him. He needs to get him past as soon as possible. He's losing so much time. He is already 2.5 seconds away from the group in front. Now he's gaining with using ERS and the slipstream. Will he try a move down the inside? Yes, he will. Can only one answer? Yes, he can somehow. By pushing Kart Racer a bit off track, he tried the switchback, but that only caused Kart Racer to go off the track. And now again, that only one covering the inside line into turn 1. Can Kart Racer this time make a switch back? Now he has the inside line for turn 3. Can he stick himself through? Yes, he can. Can only one answer. He's still there. Who has the better exit now? Out of turn 4. It seems like Kart Racer has it, and he is now there. Can only one send it down the inside? Yes, he can. Brilliant stuff between these two. But now Kart Racer with the switchback, the better exit, has now stick the move, and he is up into the podium places. And now the fight and the catch is on for these two in front. brilliant racing between these two. And now we will see how Kart Racer's pace is compared to Darth, FIFA and Felix. Let's watch behind, because the fight is still on. Menaceman has lost a bit of time to face forward. He is nearly 2 seconds behind. So this is a chance for Charlie. Has a decent exit out of the long right-hander, and now with ERS and Slipstream. But Menaceman has used a lot of the ERS that he had. But it isn't raining anymore, is it? It isn't raining anymore actually, and Felix is in the pits. Felix is in the pits. It isn't raining anymore and Felix is in the pits. Is he going for dry tires? Yes, he is. He is hard compound tires. Now this will be very interesting. He is leading the race. So he took the gamble, but will it pay off? Will it pay off, or was it a bit too early? He wants to go on the hard compound tire and try to go till the end. I don't know if it's possible because China has quite a bit of oh no, it's too wet. I wanted to say China has a high tire degradation, and he took the curb and he spun, and the gamble didn't completely pay off for Felix. A disaster strat for Felix, who has now overheated tires under this condition, is horrible, and he may lose some positions to the guys in front, and he is spinning again, and this time he couldn't avoid the barrier. It is a hell for Felix. Darth FIFA is boxing too. Now everyone is boxing and the track seems pretty dry now, so Felix went into the pit 1 lap too early. Now Darth FIFA's in the pits, has to wait for a bit to only one to pass. Oh, only one had a wing change, so he will also lose some time. So RC Darkbeast stays in front actually. RC Darkbeast stays out. Interesting choice. He's trying something different. And yeah, face forwards against only one. They're both ghosting for some reason, but only one has the medium compound tires and has the inside line. Really close racing between these two, but only one with a oversteer at turn 2. And now face forward has the inside line. Can face forward try and move around the outside? Can he stick with it? But seems like face forwards is holding it, but no, he is not. And he spun. He hit the barrier with the rear wing, and I hope for him that he doesn't have any rear wing damage because he can't really fix it. But now the race is on. The track is nearly dried out. Felix was again to the pits for mediums this time. So a disaster strategy for the second Alpine driver. And RC Darkbeer is still out on Inters. I guess it wasn't really the best strategy, but he's going into the pits now. Now Mr. Cooper with the DRS against the Menaceman. It should be an easy pass, but will it be an easy pass? He's going to the inside line, late braking by the Menaceman, but Menaceman is holding it. Menaceman hold it. Great exit by the McLaren, but can Mr. Cooper answer this time? He goes a little bit wide at the end, but RC Dark Pier is coming out on P8, yeah. So where he was before, I guess. So I'm sorry, Mr. Cooper, with a lack of oversteer at the exit, and Kart Racer already in DRS range, or just about in DRS range of Darth FIFA. So he's really having much more pace than him, and you can also see the massive speed advantage of the Alpine compared to the Mercedes. So it isn't really an easy race for Darth FIFA and for the Mercedes boys. Yeah, you can see Kart Racer going 1 second faster than Darth FIFA, and only one on the mediums is going even faster. He has the medium, so right now he has the tire compound to do it. Mr. Cooper is still behind, so no overtakes there. Felix with the fastest lap of the race, a 1:36.3. Also on the mediums, trying to catch Gabriel in front for P9. Ooh. A bit misjudging of the braking point by Kart Racer, or at least seemed like it. But he managed to hold it. But he stays there. Currently a 8/10 gap between the front two. And now the Menaceman goes a little bit wide. But he's still there. Now Mr. Cooper has another chance on the main straight. Using the ERS. No, he's not. He's using ERS. Opens up the wing. Goes in for the inside-outside move. And Menaceman switched the line very, very late. So really aggressive move by Menaceman. And Mr. Cooper had to brake to not run into the back of the McLaren, and Felix sets another fastest lap, 36.2. So he is trying to do the best out of it and maybe taking home a point that is helping him. And only one spun and only one has lost it, and he is DNF. Oh, and he's standing there on the racing line. But he has retired on track. And Felix lost it again. Nearly. I had that on camera. So really a disaster race for Felix. He had the lead, he controlled the race. But after the point where the rain stopped, the whole race has changed for Felix, going from heaven all the way to hell. Now again, Mr. Cooper vs. Menace Man, part, I don't know, 4 or 5. Again, inside move, but is he sticking? Had a little hiccup. But I wanted to say, he's not sticking it on the inside line. He's staying there where he is, so he has another. Or he needs to wait until the back straight to try it again. And Kart Racer is just about in the 1 second gap, so I don't know if he's tire saving or just pushed all the way as possible, but Darth FIFA is holding it. Again, Mr. Cooper is having a look down the inside, or at least, but it stays only at a look. But Menace Man always has a better exit on Mr. Cooper, which cost him like 1 or 2 attempts, which put him in the position where Cooper can't really attack him. So Cooper is still there, he's still behind, but he's always missing just about of making a move and nearly losing the car and putting him into the gravel or into the barrier. But Menace Man is doing it instead of him at RC Darkbeer. Is doing it too. So both McLarens spin on the same corner within 10 seconds. So yeah, the only fight we had on track right now is over, and now we can have a look in front, but there's not really happening much. There's always a gap of like multiple seconds. We are on lap 13 out of 28, so nearly halfway. Nearly halfway through the race. So, Darth FIFA is always managing to keep Kart Racer always in this 1 second gap, where he just about doesn't have DRS. He's holding it. He has really strong pace, and Darth FIFA, I'm sorry for that, man, but he has lost it. And Kart Racer has currently done a last to first, with Darth FIFA now being 4.5 seconds behind. He had the race under his control, and he controlled it really well. So Right now, Kart Racer has the best chances to make 3 for 3 in on this season. He's won at Monza, he's won around Silverstone, and right now he's currently winning this too. Obviously, it's still half. It's everything can happen. But yeah, only 9 drivers to in this race. The point is, since I'm not really a professional commentator, I really don't know how you can still entertain your viewers at this stage of the race, because there is no fights going on. I mean, Felix is slowly catching RC Darkbeer, but once he catched him, it's an easy pass, and this fight is also gone. But yeah, I mean, it's at least something. It's at least something. He's catching him, so it's just a matter of time when Felix will arrive and fight for P7 and trying to rebuild his race as good as possible. We can see on the times, Darth FIFA is pushing. He's trying to gain as much as possible. There is a yellow at Sector 2 and it is Felix again. I've jinxed it. I have jinxed it. That he is trying to rebuild his race as good as possible, and he's spinning it again with overheated tires. And I can hear Felix pain at this stage of the race. Yeah, he has wing damage, so he needs to pit again, and yeah, the tires are completely burned. And for Zigo, I'm turning off the camera. The kart racer is nearly catching me. He's nearly lapping Felix, which is a thing that I've never thought about. If Felix is pitting and will continue this race, then kart racer is gonna lap him, and this will be a picture of history. This will go down to the history books. Oh, holy shit, Felix, man. Yeah, 3-second time penalty for Cooper. So the first one, he's staying out. No, he's staying in this race, and now we see his teammate kart racer lapping Felix. And Felix is also getting lapped by RRL Charlie, and this will be a thing that so many people are gonna talk about it. This is a thing that is gonna be done in the history books here in Realistic Racing League. I don't want to be too hard to him. And There is... Okay, that's yellow flag because of blue flags, I assume. Yeah, he's on soft, trying to gain the fastest lap. I think Felix at this point will go out for the fastest lap and then just retiring because there is no point racing. He's a minute down of... why is he ghosting? Okay, I guess because of the blue flag. But yeah, I assume he will just take the fastest lap and then retire because there is, for him, at this point, no point for racing, because even though the safety car is gonna come out, he can't really do anything because in this game there is not possible to unlap themselves on the safety car. So yeah. So a little qualifying lap for Felix. Yeah, well, let's say on board with him. I mean, we didn't have the opportunity to stay on board with him in his last qualifying run because of my disconnect. But let's see now. I can't remember, he had a 24.4 at the first sector. Obviously he has much more fuel. But it will be a 24.8, okay. So 4/10 down on his qualifying run. He maybe has also DRS in the slipstream of face forwards. Which will help him, I guess. Yeah, it will be the fastest lap for quite a big margin actually, and there is Mr. Cooper who has lost it. I was too much concentrated on Felix that I just about saw Mr. Cooper spinning and falling down the order into P6. And now we see Felix. Oh, Gabri's also going into the pits. No, it's Charlie. It's Charlie. Why is Charlie pitting? Ah, he has mediums. Ah, okay. He has medium. No, wait, what? Oh, wait. Okay, never mind. For some reason I thought he wasn't a Ferrari and he just passed the pit crew, but no, he's not. So Felix had the fastest lap, and I guess he will now drive into the pits and retire, but he wanted to save this fastest lap and this extra point on a very, very horrible race from him. We don't see that very often, but Darth FIFA has, or is catching Kart Racer, so he drove the gap down to just about 3 seconds. So yeah, maybe, also I assume that Kart Racer is just tire saving and DRS saving, because he has nearly 60% and Darth FIFA has nothing. So he's not really in the best position to overtake once he's catching him, if he is catching him. But we look behind, because there is a actual fight on track. We didn't see much of them in the last couple of laps. Mr. Cooper being involved but this time he is the man who defends, and the McLaren is the one who attacks. So swapped roles between Mercedes and McLaren. But we will see what RC Darkbeer can do. Oh, bad exit of Mr. Cooper. Now RC Darkbeer is already alongside, using ERS and getting past. Can Mr. Cooper fight back? No, he can't. At least not for now. So RC Darkbeer made the move easier than it should, and he is up into P6. But he doesn't have any ERS left, so maybe Mr. Cooper can fight back on the back straight. RC Darkbeer is going all the way to the inside line. Now the rear wing is open. Going for the outside line. Late braking by Mr. Cooper. Getting alongside RC Darkbeer, but the McLaren sticks himself in front, and now Menaceman is going into the pits. He won. Wait. Why is he pitting? He needs on hards. Does everyone need to pit? This is the question, because Menaceman drops all the way down to P8, and this pit stop cost him like 3 seconds, and he is not really in the gap to catch or regain the positions back, because he is like 17 seconds behind. But yeah, if tire wears are a factor to think about, then this race can be really interesting. In the last couple of laps, Darth FIFA has put the gap down to 2.2 seconds. So this, if he holds his pace up till the end of the race, then it will be very impressive. And Felix is still racing actually. Impressive. To be fair, impressive. I don't know what he's doing or why he's doing this, but he is still racing. Is he going for another fastest lap? Did he pit again? But now RC Darkbeer against Mr. Cooper. I don't care about Felix, but RC Darkbeer spun at the exit of the hairpin, and Mr. Cooper took the benefits and goes up the order into P5, but he still has a penalty. We should not forget that. He still has a penalty. Still 2.2 the gap between P1 and P2. Darth FIFA is trying everything. Yeah. Lap 23 out of 28. So 6 laps to go for this Chinese Grand Prix. It would be a interesting fact to see if kart racer only just manage the tires, and he will now play his cards in the last couple of laps, or if Darth FIFA really had the stronger pace compared to kart racer. But as I know Eric pretty well, he's just saving ERS, saving the tires, and he will probably make like the last 2 or 3 laps a full push mode, where we will see he will just fly away. I mean, as you can see, he has 70% of ERS, and if this would be the normal pace of kart racer, or the best pace of kart racer, then he would use ERS or more ERS, just to defend from Darth FIFA, who's catching him. And he's pushing. You can see that he is pushing. I don't know if he can push even more than that. But even though they are really on 20 lap old hards, Darth FIFA is still improving on his personal best. Oh, I completely missed that. I completely missed the spin of Mr. Cooper, who falls down the order. P8 for him. And Gabri, who spun at the first lap and pit on the first lap for a wing change, is now again up into P6. So apart from the start, he had a strong performance, and it is Felix slowing down, and he's nearly lapped by the whole field. Oh, I mean, I can mock it with him. I can mock with him with this performance, and I will. You can bet everything you have that everything that he says about me, I will just put this performance. For an argument for everything, and kart racer will lap him for a second time. Holy shit, what is going on? I mean, oh, Darth FIFA is pitting. Darth FIFA is pitting. Maybe he realized that his pace will not be enough to catch kart racer, so he's going for the fastest lap attempt. But will face forward, come out in front of Darth FIFA. Yes, he will. Yes, he will, and this will be now very interesting, because Darth FIFA only has 2 laps to regain this second place back, and this would be horrible if he just misjudged his pit stop, and if he's losing the second place right now, I mean, he still has 3 laps. He has a lot fresher tires and a lot better tires. Yeah, you can see that. He is a lot faster than that. But will kart racer answer, or will he just play it safe, going through the end? Mr. Cooper is also pitting for a new wing and soft. No, he's staying out, and I guess he will just drive it home, playing it safe. But one thing I don't understand, why Darth FIFA didn't just pit on for softs. Maybe because he... oh yeah, finally. I mean, Felix talks so much about waste of time in some situation, but this... I don't know. Yeah, this will be a race that you will remember for quite a long time, and I will too, to be fair, since he is my teammate in F1 Total. I mean, he is the one who has the chance of winning the championship. But now Darth FIFA gaining his place back, and with 2 laps to go. Yeah, where we go back, because there is an overtake and there is the Menace Man taking the position on BS Gabri. P6 and P5 for both McLarens. But can Gabri fight back? This will be... a question. It seems like Menace Man has much more pace. But yeah, Kart Racer is now on the back straight, and he has just 2 corners to make it 3 for 3. Here in Season 7, this man was just unbeatable. For the beginning of the season, he won in Italy, he won in Silverstone, but Kart Racer 22 makes it 3 out of 3, and he wins the Chinese Grand Prix with, yeah, in style, with a last to first. Darth FIFA had a really strong race, apart from the spin at the start, but he had a really strong pace. And finishes in P2, and Face Forward finishes in 3rd. Now we have a pretty big gap now, with RRL finishing again. Big points for Team Alfa Romeo. He finishes in P4. Now there is RC Darkbeard, Menace Man and BS Gabri, who are the next one crossing the lines. So RC Darkbeard, the first of 2 McLarens, P5 and P6, also very decent points for Team McLaren. BS Gabri is in P7 and Mr. Cooper in P8, and that's it for the Chinese Grand Prix. And obviously, yeah, Kart Racer is in fact the driver of the day. Started in P10 and finishing the race with 20 seconds of gap. But yeah, he showed once again why he is the man to beat. With, yeah, Darth FIFA, who showed a really strong performance, but it wasn't quite enough, and Kart Racer is extending his lead even more. 3 for 3, a win in Monza, a win at Silverstone, and again here, another win at Shanghai. So Alpine is flying, and that's it for the Chinese Grand Prix. Kart Racer wins and Darth FIFA in P2. Then Face Forward in third, Charlie in fourth, RCW in P6, Mannesman in... Wait, no, RCW in P5 and Mannesman in P6, BS Gabri P7, Mr. Cooper in P8, Felix with a strong start, but very, very poor finish in P9. He's lost so many points at this race and only one finishing in P10. Yeah, a poor attendance to a poor race, but yeah, doesn't really matter. I will just still go and make an interview, just a few minutes with the guys on the podium. Just give me 2 minutes to invite them. Hello there, FIFA. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just waiting 2 minutes in case that any one of the Kart Racer face forwards are joining. If not, then it will be just a normal interview between us two. Okay. I don't know. Okay, I'm just starting. I'm just making an interview with just you. Yeah. Congratulations on your second place, mate. Um, was a really strong performance. Can you just tell us a bit more from your perspective?
Um, Good strategy call, of course, in the rain. Felix boxed too early. I got that position, and their pace was not bad. It was good pace, but of course the spin was really unfortunate. I was really good through sector 2, so I could always keep kart racer enough behind me so he can't overtake. But yeah, of course, it's hard whenever I spin. Kind of disappointing to not try for the win today, but yeah, P2 is still good.
Yeah, I've seen your spin out of the happen. It's a classic. Um, it happens really quick, and you can't really do anything about it. But you had really strong pace, even though after the spin you catched kart racer for quite a quite a bit. But at the end you decided to pit. Was it just the end of your pace because you seen yourself as beaten, or did the tire just didn't hold?
I boxed because gap was 2.5 seconds, 3 laps to go. Realistically, I could not catch him. So I was like thinking I can go for fastest lap, but I have no idea. Felix did soft hot laps, so that's why I didn't get it, unfortunately. Even though I had a good 2 first sectors, but I lose too much time in the last sector to get that fastest lap.
Um, if I'm not mistaken, you have now the main seat at Mercedes, right?
Yes.
Okay, so now you are officially in the championship fight. Yeah, but with Kart Racer winning 3 out of 3 races, it isn't really getting easier for you. How do you see your chance in future races to close this gap?
Um, yeah, I just need more drivers racing, first of all, might help. And yeah, I hope it's just on better tracks for me because China was. I've thrown one league quiz in 3 years on this track. So yeah, I just need some luck. As really, that's it. Luck. On pace, it will always be hard to kart racer, but yeah, it's all about luck, really.
Okay, yeah, that's it from my part. Congratulations again to you for your second place. And yeah, that's it for the third round here in Realistic Wrestling League season number 7. Yeah, we had a really poor attendance today. I hope that next week around Austria will be good again. Yeah, that's it. See you next Sunday, and bye bye.